Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to World of Horror. So, this is gonna be a quick episode, not because I have anything to do or anywhere to be, but I actually started watching a television show, believe it or not. I haven't watched... I'm trying to think of, like, the last... We're gonna do Moriko, because Moriko is always quick. But we will do something spicy. We'll do Knight Errant Moriko. That sounds fun. But I actually started watching a television show, which I haven't. God, what was the last TV show that I watched? I think like a year ago, when I was hanging out with one of my cousins. She made me watch. What is it? It's the reality TV show where there's like 16 guys and there's one girl. She made me watch that, and there was this guy who everybody hated, but for some reason he stayed on like the longest. And then there was like this pilot guy who my cousin really liked, and she was rooting for him, but I don't think he won. This is out of my league and out of my depth, I'm gonna be honest with you. But, what god are we gonna do, dude? I think, Knight Errant is pretty nasty, so we could go a little bit easier with something like a Goizo or an Ath. I think I probably prefer an Ath. Although that does potentially hurt us, because Ath yellows at... The eyeball nerd, surprisingly, has... a lot, well, maybe not surprisingly, but he has a lot of Doom events, or it has a lot of Doom events, I should say. Speaking of Doom, we've got Dexterity check, which we're just gonna write that off as -3 stamina, I'm gonna be honest with you. Strength check, Super Smash Bros. Final Destination ledge grabbing. Probably probably possible. Same with the Talk to the Hand, the Knowledge check, Pan's Labyrinth. We could probably get 2 points of knowledge, 2 points of strength. We're definitely going to get VR, because we should just buy a flashlight and get the +1 perception. And then the last thing we got to deal with is remember the second thing. On the off chance that the charisma check actually happens, I don't think it's a big deal at all. I really don't believe... I really don't believe that final thing actually does anything. So, let's see ourselves on TV after viewing some great Polish dentistry. And, hey, look, that's me. But, we didn't get any item, so it's just kind of a very awkward 5 EXP bath, which is a little bit unfortunate, but, like, you always take the 5 EXP bath, even, like, no matter what mysteries we got, so we didn't even check. Unfortunately, no festival. You always love to see Fear Festival, especially because that would actually get us into a range of, like, being able to make the dex check, which is actually pretty funny. But I think that Fear Festival is the best mystery in the game. Like, it is, if you get Fear Festival, your chances of winning go up by, like, probably 30% or more. Because Fear Festival is just, it's the best mystery. It's so freaking versatile, dude. Like, I'm gonna climb on my little soapbox here while Moriko plans out her route to the lighthouse. Okay, I'm just climbing up on the soapbox. Fear Festival. Let me just get this out there, all right? Fear Festival is a mystery that can fully heal you for less doom than resting at home. You can consistently get allies, unique allies too. And you can, here's the best part about it, you can see the ally before you take the penalty. So if it's a bad ally, you can pass them and you do not lose anything. If it's a great ally, you see what you lose and you're guaranteed to get the ally. And this can win you runs in itself. In Timeline B, it gets even stupider, because you can take about maybe 10% doom damage to get arguably a C slot that is better than the compass. So I think that just going over this again. We probably... Because it's Harbinger... Alright, like, I'm gonna hit you with something. I'm gonna hit you with a hot take here. If we were on anything that wasn't Harbinger of Doom, we'd do Botany first. Because we have 3 mysteries that take us out of town, and knocking one of these out early prevents roads closed from really screwing us over. However, because we're on Harbinger, I think Kana is just infinitely more valuable. So we need to do eels when we're healthy, so we can guarantee get Kana, or at least as close as possible. We'll probably go Warm Jacket, I think. Warm Jacket meta. We're going into December. I don't, when is this video coming out? November 28th? Okay. So, we're getting close to December, so I think it's Warm Jacket meta, for sure. So, the other mysteries, like, what argument could you make for Sailors, Hell, and Vigil? If we were on Timeline A, you could do Sailors first, but since we're on Timeline B, I don't really want to discard the Inspiring Novel, and it's going to be kind of a pain in order to get, like, 2 items immediately. And remember, the discount item has a chance of being a blue gem, and you can't discard a blue gem. So I wouldn't do Sailors first. Vigil, not on Moriko. There are some characters who you can do Vigil first. However, you need, what you're looking for is you're looking for high strength, like 8, and high perception, like 8. You're looking for, like, 7 to 8 strength and perception, because you don't know what skill check you're gonna get. Whether it be the light up the fireplace or eat the food, which light up the fireplace is perception, eat the food is strength. And I don't know if that matters for ending A, but I don't know, early access game, this is like, I feel like a freaking tech priest right now, like lighting the incense and praying to the machine god that the advice I'm actually giving you works. Hell, you never want to, when you got eels especially, you never want to do Hell first, man. The problem with Hell first is that Inumasu look pretty good. Now we're gonna either buy the flashlight or the compass. We only have the compass. So here's the thing. You get, like, 3 funds immediately. You go to the shop as Moriko. You want 2 items. You want the flashlight, you want the compass. You get those 2 items, you win the game. Now, because it's Harbinger, money's a little harder to come by. Compass, and so we don't really want to go back and forth. So if we had a choice between a compass and a flashlight, it'd be tricky. But since we only have the compass here, we take the compass and we probably never look back. We will go to the seaside once, just to kind of preempt the, because we go to the seaside once automatically from the quest, and so, or from the mystery, so we only have to go here once as like an extra thing. This is stamina loss, right? Yeah, that's fine, actually. Charisma check failure. But back to the story now that we've kind of got the gaming out of the way. That's scholars will be debating that for decades. But back to the story at hand. I have been watching on Netflix the animated show Brand New Animal. Now, ooh. See, that's why you take Jar of Blood, because we can afford to do that, and we can still probably save Kana. If we can take the freaking... Oh god, I don't know the JoJo stand. What is it? The hole in the floor. That if you go down into it, you get trapped into the stand? Oh no. I really should know that. It's like the song it's based on, I remember the lyrics. It's like the green lights. But I should really know that. If we can get green lights and Kana, that's like so freaking valuable, dude. Like that is so unbelievably valuable. So this is the first enemy, which is the apartment stalker, which is a pretty good enemy to fight. 2 stamina, like he'd be doing 3 if we didn't have Kana, I'm pretty sure. Although I'm gonna be honest with you, I almost think that Kana is like a rescue fairy, I think you just have to believe. Can we send Kana against the enemy? Does that actually work? She's important, so you can't let her go. What the heck? I don't want to try that because I actually want to win, but... You could actually make an argument for shooting this guy, and that's actually pretty funny. Like, you could, like, seriously make an argument that we shoot this guy here. I actually think that he goes down to 8 if we shoot him. How are we doing here? I don't really like this, though, because... Oh, never mind. That's a 9. I'm much more comfortable with the 90-90. Well, okay, so let's do this first. If we hit both of them, then we can shoot. Oh, wait, what? I was wrong. He goes down to 9. I'm a fool. I'm a foolish fool. So instead, we'll just brace for impact and then kick. Yeah, I think. We can get him down to 12, but that doesn't really work. Right, because the most damage that we can do is 10 or 8. So, one of the reasons why you want the flashlight for Moriko is because you can attack 3 times. I remember that much. So, yeah, you want to brace and then just kick him and then shoot him next turn. This is actually a very weird opening fight. You usually don't really want to shoot this early, but I think because it's Harbinger, it's fine. Like, we're only going to be able to attack twice anyways, and I am sorry for skipping past the dialogue, but I want to kind of get this episode rendering. Because like I was saying, when you're... Okay, we need to hang up immediately here, for sure. We cannot afford to take, like, 4 reason damage or 3 reason damage from this man. Because we do need to actually save Kana. But, yeah, I've been watching Brand New Animal on Netflix. And I actually slept on it for way too long, which is weird because I'm a huge fan of, We're gonna fail it anyways, so I guess we have to kind of just do this, which sucks. Especially because we take the reason damage for completing the side quest. Oh, it's, I forgot to check what Kana we got. It looks like we got they Kana, which I'm pretty sure is A first. Thank God we have, all planned. Everything that I have done has been planned. I totally remembered that we were on Ath-Yelazath, and I did not forget at all. Everything has been planned perfectly. Anyways, I slept on it for way too long. Because, I mean, I don't really know why I slept on it. I guess it's just that I'm not really a big Netflix lad, you know? Will they even survive the blood loss? And so, you know, I'm a huge Studio Trigger fan. I really, I love that, though. I don't know if you saw it, the describe your favorite anime in the worst way possible. And then somebody said, girl runs with scissors. But, you know, I really do love Studio Trigger. Promare is probably, like, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's probably my favorite action movie of all time. Oh, a little bad to have that happen early without Festival to back us up, so Folklore Studies is good. It is usually the best, but I think that for the sake of not dying, we really need art knowledge. We want art knowledge and we want reason, I think. If you had, like, 4 or 5 reason, you would take Folklore Studies plus Perception or art knowledge plus Perception. You would always do one of those. But because we're weak and so here's the thing. Since we lost since we got Glistening Water, we take art knowledge and damage control, which is a little bit unfortunate because it doesn't get us closer to the lighthouse stub at all. But it does actually help us stabilize. So, you know, you gotta take some damage control, unfortunately. It's not, Now I think we take Bulletin for free. We take Botany for free. 6, here's the thing. 6 knowledge is actually kind of bad. But there are some interesting things that you could do. So I think... Oh, you actually love to see this. You love to see Father Yasugi coming in clutch. I think we actually want to sell the baseball bat. And then we want to go to the dog shop and buy a flashlight. You love to see it. Okay, so we've taken care of the... Okay, so Moriko can now kill pretty much anything in the game. And we are... okay. Like, this sucks. But, okay, so we gotta rest at the house once. But we don't have fetid, so it's fine. But, yeah, I kinda slept on watching BNA. This, we're gonna sleep anyway, so this is fine. You don't want to pass on it and then, like, lose... You don't want to pass on it and then lose Doom. Because we're gonna lose Doom at... Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Spirits be gone from this place? Like, this is not good. Although this is 8 okay. Admittedly, we're almost killing her. This is... Oh my god, we actually could kill her. And so we'll try. Okay, well... I mean, you know, we're playing... You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Oh my god, we actually might die. That's incredible. We have to just take a 70-80. That's amazing. We almost died there. Because we missed we missed our strong attack. I think we should have probably prepped that and then just killed her next turn. We shouldn't have gotten greedy. We got greedy, and that kind of wrecked us a little bit. But we should be fine. We have got one more tree after this. We got one more tree charge after this. This is a... Ooh. This is a peace of mind. The damage that we would take... Like, the doom that we would take healing our damage is actually just worth taking the doom, which is pretty interesting. But, yeah, I used, I haven't been on Netflix in a while, but I logged back in so that I could watch Stranger Things, because I've been playing a lot of Nancy in Dead by Daylight, and I've been playing the Demogorgon, too. This is a perception check. Let's go. And so I wanted to actually watch Stranger Things, because I didn't really... Like, I've been playing with a friend. I've been playing with two friends who really like Stranger Things and like, dude, you should watch it. It's very good. And so I decided that, yeah, I'll watch Stranger Things, but Ladies and gentlemen, Moriko's bad laundry day. So this is where she put her sweater. That's why we're not wearing it. We're wearing the freaking jacket because she misplaced her sweater. But, back on track. I logged into Netflix, and I was gonna watch Stranger Things, but when I clicked on my account, it said, recommended for you, brand new animal. And I was like, oh, I really need to watch that, don't I? I have been waiting to watch that show for so long. You wanna just, like, repeat the insanity again? She's doing, like, -1 to all, so who cares, right? Just do it. Just do it, dude. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright. Let's go, she's dead. But yeah, so I was like, I was gonna watch Stranger Things, but then Netflix recommended Brand New Animal to me, and I'm like, dude, I really need to watch that. And so I watched the first couple of episodes, and I know it's been out for a while, so I'm kinda... Bro, if we click get a grip and fail the charisma check, we're dead, so... Actually, we just failed the stamina check, like a 25% chance to not die, I guess. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're getting shot either way. I think... Run? I don't think it matters. It doesn't actually matter, just so you know. Unless the other one just gives you the status for running. Damn, that's not him. And, your wound is bandaged, but you fear it's not enough. No kidding. No freaking kidding. And so, the fisherman dumped... Not the fisherman. The hunters in the woods dumped Moriko's body in the freaking ocean. I'm sorry, I just saw the Doom Eternal, like, death animation in my mind, where it's like, the gun drops, and then you, like, drop to the floor, and you put your hand out, and then you, like, explode. Like, you get gibbed or whatever it's called. Oh, that's I don't know why I just pictured that in my head. I'll give you another one. But we'll try to... That's not... I clicked the button too many times. I can't believe we lost as Moriko. That shouldn't even be able to happen. Knight Errant again. And let's go with our boy Athielizeth, the eyeball nerd. So, for those of you who don't know what Brand New Animal is, I feel like I should give you sort of the, I don't know if you've seen that picture. I have no idea where it's from. I honestly don't. But, it's the picture of the guy, Super Smash Bros., Flashlight, Virtual Reality, Pan's Labyrinth, and then Charisma Check. Okay, so we're basically gonna take 3 Reason. We should just assume that. And do we have to... We do have to remember the second thing, so keep that in mind. But, I don't know if you've seen the image or the meme, but it's like the dude is sitting in, like, a theater or a church or something, and behind him, in, like, the row behind him, is somebody holding a gun to his head, like, to the back of his head. And then behind that person, there's another person sitting, like, 2 rows back, who has a gun to the gun person's head. Like, so it's like a chain of people pointing guns to each other's head. But, I mean, it's just 2 people. And then there's this, on a balcony, or like a, I don't know what those things are called. Are they balconies? The, like, you know, like the grumpy old man Muppets? You know what I'm talking about? Like, whatever they sit on? That's a balcony, right? Ooh, empty bottle. Let's go, boys. What mysteries do we got, actually, before I ramble on? Sailors, pervert, mermaids. Ooh. Ramen, and freaky features. We got one... We got 1 out-of-town mystery, so that's what we'll probably do. We don't actually have to do that first. Roads closed won't kill us here. Probably ramen first, or even mermaids if we get, like, Yeah, mermaids is probably what we're doing first, actually. That's pretty funny. But yeah, you know, like, an indoor balcony that's, like, the fancy seat to sit on. Like, when you're watching, like, a play or something. I've only ever watched one play, and I watched it from the rows, not, like, a raised balcony. But I'm just giving that as, like, there's... on the raised balcony, there's a sniper who is also aiming at the back of the, like, the person who's in the 3rd row holding the gun to the gunman's head in the 2nd row. The sniper is aiming at their head. And it's pretty hilarious. The image itself is pretty hilarious. It must be from, like, a comedy or something. I don't believe that someone would write that as a serious scene. But anyways, it's the guy who's just hanging out. He's, yeah, we'll do mermaids first. The guy who's just hanging out, who doesn't have a gun, like, he's just oblivious. There was a meme about Brand New Animal, where it's like, me, minding my own business, and then the first gunman is kill a kill, making me a pervert. And then the second gunman is promo-rare, making me question my sexuality. And then the sniper is Brand New Animal, turning me into a furry. And that is basically... I mean, that explains nothing, but yet I feel like it explains almost everything. So, I guess we'll do... Do we actually have to do mermaids twice? Or, well, here's the thing. We're not actually gonna fight the guy. And also, I made a mistake. I didn't take the money at the thing. Paranoia is pretty not bad on Moriko, so who cares? Hunger is also fine on Moriko. Dude, who cares? Let's just money run. Is some money run. Suicidal is actually kind of bad. I mean, obviously it is. But, in the game's context. So let's just go freaking crazy here, dude. Bribery. I do love that it's food bribery. Well, I mean, we wanted both of these things, but we're back at it again. 11% Doom for a full starting set is not actually that bad, but keep in mind, Knight Errant So it's plus 7% Doom because I don't think we're killing the guy. I mean, we could try before we hashtag burn it all down, but we can jog here. I don't really care. Although maybe if we want to kill the guy and go for Knight Errant, then we definitely want to... if we go for Knight Errant, then we definitely want to preserve our stamina as much as possible. We'll have to make an educated decision, or an educated guess on what the correct thing to do is when we actually get to the... Oh, no. And by that, I mean, oh, yes, we can actually... This is huge. This is actually really good. I like this a lot. Because what this means is we actually can kill the fisherman. Which is funny, but, don't do anything fancy here. Because of the lump of flesh. Like, the lump of flesh is so good. A debuff for, like, a curse for 5 stamina, I would take that almost every time. And since it's gonna save us 7% Doom, like, think of it this way. Plus 5% stamina, minus 7% Doom, a curse. That's it. Like, that's... You love to see that. You will have to deal with this alone. I wonder what the empathy thing is. Like, it makes more sense. Like, like the adults just kind of are giving up about this person who's murdering, like, swimmers and, like, actual, like, kids, technically. And so, chat is plus reason, right? Or invite for coffee is what we want. Chat is minus reason. Okay, so basically, I think actually we probably do want to rest anyway. But that's like minus 5 reason instead of minus 3. Can we do it with 10-10? And then with the backup? Oh yeah, we can absolutely do that for sure. And we can always just rest later. We also have a bottle of water. So it's plus 6. It really is great. And reason doesn't really matter because he just does stamina damage. Let's go. It's actually pretty interesting trying to do ending A here. Like, this is completely manageable, actually. And it's a 70% chance to hit. He's got a terrible power rating. Like, we could actually just... We don't even need the book here, which the book doesn't work in combat, by the way. You have to do it before. This is actually fine. He's technically our second enemy, right? Because the first one was the formaldehyde jar. So, Mad Janitor's second enemy. You love to remember it. I think we just send him. Like, we can go down to 7. We love that we hit every single one of those, but just keep sending them, dude. All right, listen. I just. Oh my god, what is this? Arc Noir hits you for massive damage. Hello? Cursed signs? Who literally, who cares? Like, who cares about cursed signs? Okay, well, maybe a Thutu Flame, but... Why can he do massive damage all of a sudden, by the way? Who let him do that? I wonder if you can bug the game. Because you can't... you can select Desperation, actually. Maybe it just doesn't do anything. Dev thought of that, which is probably a good thing. We almost died there, by the way. So this strategy actually doesn't work. I didn't even know he does massive damage. That's news to me. Maybe that's Harbinger of Doom? Exclusive? Probably not. So all we have to do is get him to 15 and we can just shoot him. Which is probably... We'd have to hit 2 of these. But can we brace? Like, I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie to you. We could also... Oh, we can't do that. We actually just have to hope he does a normal attack. Because we kinda can't, That's actually pretty bad. Like, he could kill us, apparently. Because he does magic damage. His axe is magical, dude. Alright, let's just shoot him, dude. Send him. Actually, do we even have to? Like, hold on. He's gonna do massive damage next turn, because he's raising his axe. This is actually just an Arc Noir boss fight, and I'm kinda upset. Because I can't spend a fortune point to freaking heal. And see what he's gonna do next. Okay, so we can't kill him. Let's not complicate this. Let's just shoot him. Like, you could get fancy and, like, guard Or, I mean, we could use the Athutsu Flame, but I'd prefer spending the bullet over the Doom, just to be perfectly honest with you. Ringing Ears goes away immediately. We have an amazing weapon to throw at whatever enemy gives us crap. Probably, did we get Pervert, or is that last? We got Pervert. How long is this episode going, by the way? We need to actually speed this up a little bit. We're 30 minutes in, and we just got done with the first mystery. I saw that, and I'm upset. So we don't have, like, something to keep in mind is we wasted the tree just getting, like, random crap. So, hey guys, we have the sweater this time, so Moriko's not gonna troll herself. Oh no, dude, I lost my sweater. I think it's in the woods. We're probably not gonna take Outdoorsman. I didn't check to see if we got Thorough Investigation, by the way. That probably would have been a good idea. I don't think we did, because look, we got 15 EXP for beating the Mad Janitor, so if you're doing a calculation in hindsight, I should not skip through these things. But I want to get back to watching BNA. It's been a while since a show's, like, really got me hooked. Like, I really like the premise. Like, a human turns into a beast man, and then she's trying to figure out how to turn back. But the world is basically just horrible. Which is hashtag relatable. Can't even finish that sentence. But I've watched a couple episodes so far. The Rabbit Town one was really messed up. We actually could discard the empty bottle, but I want to try to get another item before we do that. One bite and they can't stop. Polishing his gleaming knives. I really liked the custom, like, fan character that somebody came up with who's like a cannibal butcher. She seemed pretty awesome. She starts with like a meat cleaver. And she's like plus strength minus charisma, I think it was. Man, I'm so excited for like potential custom characters. I think that'd be so cool. You know what? It's actually worth it this time. Oh my god. You just like... Somebody could make a I think you should leave World of Horror skit. Where it's like... Your shower's broken. Has this ever happened to you? Is your shower spraying blood, and you hired two guys with their jeans hanging down and their butt cracks showing, and they walked into your home and they went into your bathroom and they kept making moaning noises, and then when they leave the bathroom, your shower's gone and replaced with a clawfoot bathtub. Has this ever happened to you? You could do that. Like, you could legitimately do that, and that would be hilarious. We'll check them later, I think. Which hurts a lot, but, you know, bathtub value, apparently. But, I mean, it's like, that would be hilarious. You could definitely... We don't need $4 in Harbinger of Doom. Why do we have $4 in Harbinger of Doom? Now, we do have a singular out-of-town forest mystery. But no, we're not doing that. We could take Ammo Stash, actually. I think I probably prefer... This is gonna be a weird one, and it might get us killed, but I prefer this, actually. So, oh, that's bad. We're probably gonna shoot here. This is highly bad. Whenever Miku shows up, you're not having a good time. Mainly because she's very strong. So hopefully, this does 1 damage. That's what we want? Actually, hold on. What's gonna happen here? We take 1, we go down to 3. She goes down to 17. What does this look like? Okay, that's fine, actually. We are gonna shoot here, though, which is kind of bad, but... Okay, since we went down to 3, since it rounded down, which it usually does, but again, I feel like a freaking Mechanicus Tech Priest here, where I'm like, I think I know how it should work, but I don't. We're just gonna throw this prescription into our back pocket and never think of it again. Actually, we can't discard it, can we? Nope. Just throw Miku's grandmother's prescription in the trash so that we can go dumpster diving at a freaking haunted, drugged ramen restaurant. Hello? One ramen, please. We could die here, definitely. But, most of the cadavers are for minus reasons, so I'm not... There is a freaking check here. And by check, I mean a guaranteed -3 reason. But, we're just gonna hope that doesn't happen. Good lord, we're just getting beaten down. But, unfortunately, bad EXP gains here. Like, actually, like, 30, which is very bad. Old God reveals riots. We have already defeated Miku, but the fact that she has a higher chance of showing up now means that we could fight her again. We have gotten multiple prescriptions before, and it was kind of funny. Unfortunately, glistening still exists. And, we cannot take a bath, because there's no way you're gonna bathe in that. Honestly, I feel like we do have the Super Smash Bros, right? I need to make sure, because we've played 2 runs and I don't want to get mixed up. Yeah, so we need 8 strength, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, anytime you get a faster brace is a good time. It's actually really interesting that there is no perk that gives you plus strength, except for the, you know, +1 all-to-all stats if you're alone. I think that is probably... That's probably intentional, because Brace for Impact is the best defensive skill in the game, and getting a free strength point would probably be too powerful. Like, if there was a perk, like, if there was a generic neutral perk that gave you +1 strength, that would probably be too powerful. Like, unless it just gave you +1 strength. If it had skill checks, and it had some other stuff to it, it would probably be, like, the best perk, the best neutral perk in the game. Which currently that belongs to Folklore Studies, because Folklore Studies, knowledge is the best skill check stat, and, well, man, I'm so freaking conflicted here. I think that, let me watch BNA. Give me the yeet, boys. This is where I just run towards the killer to get hooked. Lots of Dead by Daylight references. I think we need... So here's the dream, right? Inspiring novel... You know what? Let's do it, dude. Inspiring novel Fire Axe on the Centipede. That's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it because we want to get to the point where we are... Like, we gotta watch out for Knight Errant, because we did fail that one. But, actually, there's only ending... Oh, crap! We're guaranteed to fail this, too. Because we can't get, I don't want to take the reason damage, then. Because we just have to rest anyways, because I'm scared of... Well, this kind of sucks, but, I mean, it gets our reason in a great place, but... Unfortunately, stamina is what we care about right now. Like, if we had 7 stamina... Okay, this is interesting as well. I was about to say if we had 7 stamina and 3 reason, we'd be pretty happy right now. But no, we'd actually be pretty upset, because Twisted Corpse exists. 4 damage, he's dead in 2 turns, that's fine. Actually, I was gonna say we could try healing at some point, but let's just kill him. We have to rest regardless, so I just wanted the EXP. 8% EXP for fighting ghosts is so bad. Like, not only do ghosts do a lot of damage, they're not really worth killing in the first place. Which kind of sucks. I can never remember if that does 3 or 4. If that does 4, then we made the right choice. If that does 3, like if we listen to the man, if that does 4, we made the correct choice. If that does 3, we threw. Especially because Yolazath is getting closer. Man, why did our friend... Oh, crap. I wasn't paying attention to what... I didn't read what was up here. Oh, no. Okay, we have time. We have time. And unfortunately, we're gonna take, like... 13% doom from this if we're lucky. In total, like from the resting and then the... We don't need money. We don't need money, Junji Ito. It's just... Is it... I don't remember the actor who played Spider-Man in, like, the original Spider-Man movies, but just, like, I had to beat Junji Ito off a... I had to beat Junji Ito off with a stick to get this money. The struggling artist. I would really... Oh, God. I think we gotta take the stamina damage. Like, I kind of hate that, but he's gonna be doing -3, so he should, theoretically, be fine. Let's not yeet it unless we have to, alright? So first of all, you brace for impact, and then you utilize your great perception to have an 87% chance at hitting him. And you pray to God that it round down. It rounded down. And then you just kind of do the same thing again. You pray with that 87% chance. Don't be afraid to get a little nasty here. And by a little nasty, I mean throw the freaking axe at him, dude. So let's prep. So this is doing... We should be able to... Oh, no. We need to hit 2 of these. That's actually pretty bad. If we threw the bottle... You would take, at most, 2 damage. Wait, hold on. Does that work? Because this goes up to... This actually does 14 if we desperation prep. So that's actually fine. Just to freaking guarantee that we win. Okay, that was a surprisingly good pervert. I think that when you are fighting a boss who only does 1 type of damage, you can play around that. Also, I hate this. Like, I don't know if you can get ending A, but I think we've done the hospital thing before to try to get a thorough investigation, and it didn't work. Like, it just gave us ending B. I don't know if Knight Errant needs to be retooled for other timelines, or if... Like, I actually just don't know. This is pretty good. I think that you're gonna hate me for this. We need strength. We really do need strength. We need to have our brace get better. We can... So here's the thing. We've got to get the monument. We don't really care about the dog anymore. I mean, we could try to go to the occult store and get a glass eye if we want to freaking die, so... Let's BM the vending machines for a bit. Glistening is real bad. I really wish we got something like Daddy's Girl early on, because that would be huge. So hold on, currently, what are we doing with the lighthouse? I don't think we have to worry about the lighthouse right now, but just to see where we currently stand. -3... So -6, -3. -6 stamina is bad, especially because we're gonna have if we make it to the lighthouse, we're gonna be at like 90% doom. And remember, second enemy was Mad Janitor. If we make it to the lighthouse, we're not gonna have time to rest. So we need to get strength or knowledge to 8. And it's typically easier to get knowledge to 8 because of folklore studies. However, because it's 7-7, we might want to. We definitely want to take strength over it. We do Moonlight Sailors last so that we can throw away the compass. Actually, hold on. Can we throw away the? Oh my God. Is this the absolute galaxy brain? Because there's no Takahashi, right? Yeah, there's no Oh my God. We discard the shotgun. That's. If we want to win, we discard the shotgun. I wonder if Moriko has some sort of special interaction with it, where it's like she can't discard the shotgun because she has to return it. But we're gonna find out because we have to discard 2 items, and we're probably gonna discard the. We might get cadavered here, but I think it's worth it. Check out the table. Darn, not what we wanted to do actually. I didn't want to lose the reason from making the perception check. Really wish we got that. That is apparently a stat check, by the way, because Doomed already procs if you fail it. We're in a bad spot. I think we actually go to the doctor's office, hilariously enough. We can make this, for sure. We got 9 perception. That's very... I got a lot of confidence in 9 perception. Bask in all of its glory. 5 actions, no more, no less. 1, 2, 3. He's not dead. Wait, is he dead? No, he's not dead. He's close, which is good, but he's unfortunately not dead. We are in a... Oh, well, we have to go to the hardware store. Just kidding. Hey, you want to take $1 from me, brother? That's fine, too, actually. It's not fine. We're probably gonna die, but, you know. Take the quick route and pray to God. We failed. Okay, so... This is a rough one, because it's all RNG. Who wants to play the game of where is the witch's house? Dude, it's Hag. You gotta stay away from the killer shack. Okay. How much you want to bet that it's the lonely A1 in the top left corner? Let's do it, dude. A1, top left corner. Technically, we can take reason damage. That's fine. So we can get cadavered, because we've got 3 reason in the bank. Alright, polar opposites. Freaking D3. D3. Dirty deeds done. Okay, C2. We're gonna lose, by the way, just so you know. But, you quicken your pace and leave the menacing path. Okay, we actually could have taken that earlier. It's just -1, and it's not affected by, we got this, actually. Because this will do 8. Yeah, okay, she's dead. You love to see Leech Girl because she's a very easy enemy. So, bottom left corner. Let's go. Let's go. I cannot believe we've survived. It's a 25% chance. We're going C1. Good God. We're gonna doom out, but it's hilarious that we actually managed to, I mean, man, I think Knight Errant is probably the hardest backstory. I think I've played enough of the game. Let me just alt-tab real quick to actually tell you. I have played almost 130 hours of this game, and I think that my experience dictates that Knight Errant is the most difficult backstory in the game. Especially on Timeline B, where you just have to take the... You have to take the losses sometimes, which is a little bit unfortunate. But, we are gonna level up again, so if you had the Doom to continue playing, you would take, like, Stamina or Reason. And then be content with that. Let me in! Let me in! Man, if only we had a bullet left. I mean, this would obviously be overpowered and make Moriko even stupid. Like, it'd make her even more broken, but it's a shotgun, man. You see this, like, padlock here? Come on, man. How much you want to bet this is a master lock? You could just, like, you could just hit it with your gun and it would disintegrate. You could look at it wrong and it would disintegrate. You could jostle the handle. If that's a master lock, you could actually do that. But, I mean, you have a freaking... If only we had a bullet, man. You could just, like, freaking take the shotgun and just shoot the lock off. The fact that you can't do that makes it the worst game I've ever played. 0 out of 10. It's not, Or the fact that we can't grab a bucket and just fly ourselves up to the top of the lighthouse. That's also a lacking game feature as well. Where's the freaking horrible, like, winged mutation that makes us, like, that gives us, like, freaking wings that we could fly around with, dude? We could have the fly keyword. We can't be attacked unless we're hit by other flying things. This is a short mystery, like, I want to tell you, but, like, unfortunately, gruesome altar. Do nothing. I think that, let's see. We want to, sure, you want money, dude? Narrator voice, he did not want money. We don't have anything that gives us stamina, so that just means we definitely lose. Unfortunate, unlucky. Dude, just freaking kill me. Just for the complete BM, unequip the shotgun so that it says, you equipped the police revolver. But, yeah, unfortunately, Knight Errant... Like, I think that... I don't know. I'm very mixed about Knight Errant because there are a lot of mysteries. We saw 14 new events by... We saw 14 new... Oh, we still have 79%. We saw 14 new events, by the way, just so you know. We saw 14 new events. 14 new events. 2 new enemies. I don't know if this is bugged or not. Because I feel like I'd see... Have I really missed enemies in the base game? What is enemy number 2? What is enemy number 8 and 11? Like, these aren't mods. I only have the fat rat installed. Where do you check your mods? There we go. See, I only have fat rat installed. So where the heck are these other enemies? Is there content in this game that I just have not seen? And it's just like, this is Risk of Rain 2 all over again. I play for 80 hours, don't see a single boss item. I play multiplayer once, and like 5 boss items drop at the end of a teleporter event. Like, come on, hello? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. It's been a long episode. It's kind of hilarious. It's like, I wanted to do a shorter episode, but we're coming up on a freaking short film length, which is, I apologize if it's disrespectful to your time. But we had a couple of interesting runs. I'm so conflicted on Knight Errant, right? Because my least favorite backstory is 7th Curse because it takes away a game mechanic, which is allies, and I don't like that. But I think that Knight Errant is, like... It's not necessarily hard, because there's no, like... Well, it depends what you mean by difficult, right? Because it seems to be the most... And this is, like, obviously you're walking a very thin line here whenever you say RNG in a roguelite. But it's like... You can... If you have enough game knowledge... Like, here, I'll give you an example. We're not going to actually play this run, but let me just give you an example, okay? We'll load up the same run. On Harbinger of Doom Timeline B Knight Errant, okay? If you have enough game knowledge, you can kind of just accurately guess if you're gonna win or not on Knight Errant. Like, let's take a look at this, alright? So, mermaids. Actually doable? So mermaids is actually easily obtainable, especially on Moriko, right? So we don't have to worry about 7% Doom here. But then we get to Violent Vigil. Violent Vigil, I genuinely feel like Adeptus Mechanicus moment. Like, just light the incense and pray to the freaking computer that you actually get ending A. But with this, you know, Strength Perception, you could actually get ending A pretty easily here. So let's say that you could get 2 dubs, so that's 0% Doom. Far Out Festival, 0% Doom as well. You can leave. You can run away. Takahashi will show up and go blam. And then Bulletin. That's also a 0% guarantee. And then a guaranteed 7%. And so that's what I kind of mean, is that you kind of just look at it and you're like, okay, so that's a guaranteed 7%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%. If we loaded up a different run, you know, there could be things like, you know, like, I think that Knight Errant needs to be tuned. Because right now, there's only, like, 2 mysteries that actually have decent risk-reward mechanics, right? Like, in Timeline B, Fear Festival has a very good risk-reward mechanic of take probably around 23% Doom to get, like, the best C slot in the game, or you get, like, just your normal amount of Doom for doing a mystery that you just, like, randomly accrue through, like, investigating. And then there's Coma, which is, like, get the best consumable item in the game and get 7% Doom, or fight a really tough boss. But other mysteries, like Violent Vigil, it's like, or that's kind of a worse example. Let me give you the perfect example. Bulletin. You are like, if you do the forest twice, which you almost always do, you're guaranteed to get ending A. You always do ending A regardless. Because Connection Trouble is an Akamanto-like -5 in either stamina or reason, and C is minus reason. And so the only way that you get out unscathed is through ending A. And so it seems like, because the other backstories, they're very, like, the other backstories have things that you can play around or change how you play the game. With Knight Errant, it's like, okay, so this seed screwed you over, and this seed gave you a great run, right? Like, if we played that run out, we would probably have won. Encountered 7 new enemies, by the way. That never not makes me laugh. But you can basically, like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's discouraging. As somebody who plays every run out, or at least I try to, it's discouraging to look at a map and be like, okay, we're probably going to lose here. We're probably going to doom out. Because, like, here's the thing, it's possible. Like, I want to make this perfectly clear. Knight Errant is not the most difficult in, like, a skill sense or a game knowledge sense. It's the most RNG reliant, I guess you could say. Because you could get, like, a really good Knight Errant to where it's like you're not feeling it. Like, you don't even notice you have Knight Errant. It's like you picked World of Horror, right? Like, things like Bulletin, Fear Festival, Mermaids, because that boss fight's rather easy. Pervert on Timeline A. If you have items to spare, one of the discard mysteries on Timeline A. Mostly Timeline A mysteries. Knight Errant is a lot more difficult on Timeline B, which is one of the reasons why it's more fun, I guess, but it's the most RNG reliant, if that makes sense. It's like, you can, maybe I'm rambling too much here, but I think I got my point across. It's like, with something like Medical History, you can play around that. Hello, dog. With something like Medical History, you can play around it. With something like Ill-Fated, you're kind of playing a different game, and you require a lot more game knowledge, but you can play around it. And there are some characters who have really good healing perks. So even, like, even if you lack the game knowledge, you can still win, right? Because, but for Knight Errant, it's like, oh man, I got Botany. 7% Doom, or I got something that requires me to go to the store and buy something, which is a minimum of 3% Doom. And I don't know, like, I feel like Knight Errant needs to be tuned in some ways. Because there's also, like, when we get the smart town that, like, remembers your selection before the game starts, you don't know if you have Forest, so you could take the hardware store away and put in, like, the illegal den, and then you have to buy, like, a 5-fund can of acid, which would be completely insane. Because the can of acid is, like, a terrible item. But anyways, we are, like, actually, like, an hour long now, so I need to shut up. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go watch Brand New Animal while this renders. I'll see y'all on the next episode of World of Horror. And, or whatever else you decide to watch, whether that be Outward Hades or Noida, which Noida's been popping off lately. In a couple of days, episode 5's coming out. I explore the world beyond the tunnel. And it's pretty cool. Pretty interesting. I'm having a lot of fun with Noida, can't put it down. And yeah, I might be doing some actual filler episodes. Just some random games as well. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So stay safe, y'all, and have a good one. Bye.